So the first thing that you're going to notice is actually the high desert's location. Okay, so yes, the first thing that I want to talk about is location, location, location. In real estate, you know that that's one of the major factors in real estate is the location. So Victorville has a great location. Why do you ask? Okay, not only is Victorville close to the major highway. It's close to the 15 freeway. So all of Victorville is just across the 15 freeway. Okay. But the location of it, it's what makes all the difference. So yes, you're looking for suburban living, more quiet living. You want affordable living. Yes, all of these things you can find here in Victorville. And that's why a lot of people are moving into Victorville, right? Wanted to do the real pros and cons about living in Victorville. And the first thing that we're going to be talking about is the location. That's the first best thing here in the high desert is how close Victorville is located to everything that you are going to want and you're going to need. Because Ontario Airport is about 45 minutes to 50 minutes away from the high desert from Victorville. So imagine that you travel a lot from work, you're looking for a nicer, quieter place to live, but you still need to travel a lot. You're happy to tell you that you're going to have the Ontario Airport 45 to 50 minutes away. Also, if you're thinking, oh, I'm going to be bored living in Victorville, I got you covered, okay? Because Victorville is about 50 minutes to an hour away from Riverside. So, downtown Riverside, they have a lot of different things that you can do as a family or you can do for yourself, where they have a lot of bars, a lot of restaurants, a lot of things to do in downtown Riverside, okay? So, you're an hour or 50 minutes away from downtown Riverside. It all depends on the traffic, right? And if, let's say you want to still go out to the beach once in a while, right? Okay, so you're like an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours away from like Huntington Beach, Laguna Beach. That's where I go. Okay, because I can take the toll road and I can get there faster as well. That's why I like to go to Huntington Beach. So you're close to the beach. You're 2 hours away from downtown LA, or an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours away from downtown LA. And you're about 2 hours away from the Los Angeles International Airport. So if you need to travel and you need a bigger airport, you're 2 hours away from that. You're also about an hour and 30 minutes away from Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm. Okay, so all of the major attractions, you're about an hour and a half away from that. You're also, if you're like to go to the snow, okay, or you like to go snowboarding, you're also an hour away from Big Bear, an hour and 15 minutes from Big Bear and Mountain High. Okay, so that's really great. Or let's say you just want to go out and look at Arrowhead, go down to the lake, you can do that too. And you're also about 30 minutes away from Silverwood Lake. Okay, that's a major lake here in the high desert. So if you're into fishing or you're into any of that, you're 30 minutes away from that. And you're also about 30 minutes away from Brightwood. So yeah, you have Brightwood is super close to the high desert. So as you can see, location is one of the big factors that Victorville has going for it, okay? Because you're close to everything and anything, but you could still live in a more peaceful and quiet environment. Okay, so location is going to be my first pro on the list. It's going to be location. Let's not forget that Victorville is 3 hours to 3 hours and a half away from the beautiful city of Las Vegas. Yes, you can go to Vegas, come back, or go to Vegas for one day and come back, or you can go to Vegas for the weekend. We love to go to Vegas, and I actually have an MGM rewards card. And yes, I do use it. Okay. We go to Vegas a lot. So Vegas is 3 hours to 3 hours and a half away from the high desert. And also, you're about 2 hours away from San Diego, or 2.5 hours away from TJ. So if you want to go get some tacos on the weekend, you can do that too. You can go to TJ, party for a little bit, and then come back home. So as you can see, this is why Victorville is so centrally located. And a lot of people that don't want to leave California and are looking for a more affordable place, yes, they are flocking to Victorville, believe it or not. Okay, so that's why location is top number one. Location. Talking about locations, the Brightline train is going to be opening up. It is going to be moving forward. Okay, it's due to open in 2028. Okay, they want to open it up in time for the Olympics, I've heard, or something like that. But they happen to pull all of their permits and they got the green light, and it looks like it's really going to happen. I mean, that's another great thing. So if you're thinking about moving up to the high desert, maybe you're going to want to look into that, because if that train starts coming up and down from here, imagine where the home prices are going to go. If they're already going higher, that train's going to cause the home prices to go up a little more too. So the great news is that, yeah, the Brightline train is going to be opening up soon, and it's going to be going through the high desert. They're going to have a station in Rancho Cucamonga, Victorville or Hesperia, in Apple Valley, and then off to Vegas. Okay, so it's going to be a great thing to have here in the high desert. Restaurants and great food. Yes, just to be honest with you, Victorville has a lot of food options, okay? Because a lot of people are like, oh, there's nothing to do here but food. And I'm here to tell you, yep, there's a lot of food options, okay? From Mexican food, Asian, American food, okay? Any type of food that you can think of, Indian, Mediterranean, there's all kinds of food variety here in the high desert in Victorville. Okay, we're getting a lot of places that are opening up, a lot of boba places. We're getting a lot of different kind of restaurants that are coming up here. What I like best too is that I'm seeing a lot of like food trucks, or like vendors, different type of family owned businesses that are coming out here to the high desert and setting up shop. Okay, because if you drive around here on the weekends, you're going to find a bunch of different food trucks to eat from. And there's a lot of hot spots, okay, in Apple Valley, in Hesperia, and in Victorville, that you're going to be able to find either a taco place, a birria place. I mean, just anything that you're looking to eat, you're going to find it here. We also have great, I mean, if you ask me, I like any type of food, okay? But of course, I'm gonna like more tacos and Mexican food, okay? So yeah, so and we have a thriving food scene here in Victorville. Thriving because we just have everything that you're gonna look for, okay? We have small mom and pop restaurants. We have big restaurant chains, and we also have all of the major fast foods. We have Chick-fil-A, we have Cane's. I mean, we have it all. Olive Garden, okay, Texas Roadhouse. I mean, just to name a few. Okay, so if you are thinking that there's not that much food scene out here, no, you are going to have a variety of food items and new things to try. Okay, so don't worry about that. And let's say that you're wanting something really good. Okay, like you want a good restaurant, maybe in Pasadena or LA. Like I mentioned, you're 2 hours away from that. If you want to go out for the weekend and go enjoy something to eat in LA, you can do that. Or also 50 minutes to an hour away from Rancho Cucamonga and Ontario Mills. So if you're wanting to go look for something else to eat, okay, you can go definitely find it in Victorian Gardens or in Ontario Mills. So trust me, you are going to find everything that you are wanting here in Victorville. Established neighborhoods. So yes, Victorville has great established neighborhoods already, and master plan communities as well. Okay, so what do I mean by established neighborhoods? Meaning that we have neighborhoods that do have nice, beautiful green trees. Because I know a lot of people are like, I'm in the desert. There's no green trees over here. Yes, we do have neighborhoods that have green trees, have green grass. They have nice little neighborhood parks with green grass as well, and big trees that you can enjoy. Okay, so yes, we have established neighborhoods that are already here, of course, right? In Victorville. That's why I wanted to just point it out, because I get a lot of people that think that we don't have well established neighborhoods, or we don't have neighborhoods that have greenery or grass areas. And I'm here to tell you that yes, we do. Okay, they're mixed in with all the new ones. Okay, but you're gonna find great established neighborhoods with beautiful green trees and beautiful green areas. Okay, let's talk about uh, communities, of course, right? So let's talk about the new communities. Okay, because Victorville is thriving right now. Okay, so you're gonna find a lot of brand new home construction and new communities. So we have them popping up all over. I was going through a neighborhood and boom, I was seeing that there were six houses that they were building out of nowhere. I'm like, oh my god, I just saw the empty lot there, and now I see this great, beautiful lot. Okay, or six beautiful houses being built on the lot. I'm just like, wow. I mean, it's just being built out right now. We have beautiful new communities that are being established and they're also being developed right now. Okay, we have a lot of great home builders. We have Richmond American, we have Frontier Homes, we have DR Hortons. Those are some of the bigger new builders or new home builders that we have here. And there's also a lot of great things that these home builders are giving you if you're thinking about moving here to Victorville, California. Some of these home builders are giving $8,000 to $25,000 to help you either with your down payment, or to help you buy down your interest rate. And so, a lot of people don't know this, but if you go to some of these builders' website, you're gonna find that they're offering a 5.5 interest rate, or a 5.6, or no, 5.9 interest rate to get you into a brand new home. Okay, so you really need to check out the new home builders are really taking over over here in Victorville, California, which is great news, of course, right? We want new communities to be built here, and a lot of great new homes for you to come and choose from. And there's master plan communities that are being built. Okay, have you heard about the master plan community that's being worked on right now in Hesperia? It's called Silverwood, and they're claiming to do affordable housing for first-time home buyers. I hope that's the case. Okay, because I know a lot of people are looking for more affordable housing, and it'll be nice if you can buy a brand new home and it can be more affordable. Okay, so that's the great news with the new home construction here in Victorville, California. One of the worst things that you can do when you're moving up here to Victorville, California, is picking the wrong place or the wrong neighborhood to live. Okay, so I'm here to guide you and give you some great information. Okay, because you're gonna see that some of the neighborhoods here, they're so nice. They have big houses, brand new homes, but then you come to find out that the neighborhood's probably not the best area or the best neighborhood to live in. Okay, and that's why it's so important for you to partner with the right real estate agent when it comes to moving, especially out here to Victorville, California. So make sure that you partner with the right real estate agent, especially somebody that lives in the area. Okay, sometimes I get calls and they ask me, oh, can you tell me this? Can you tell me that? And then I ask them, oh, do you have a real estate agent, or are you looking for a real estate agent? And then they tell me, oh, no, I do have a real estate agent, but they don't live in the area. They really don't know the area. I don't know. I'm here to tell you that it's very important, especially when you're moving into a brand new area, is to work with the local real estate agent. Somebody that's going to actually know the market, know the neighborhoods, and actually tell you what area, or suggest an area, because we really can't tell you what area is good and what area is not. Okay, because what happens, you can buy a home in a neighborhood and it ends up being not the best neighborhood. So that's why I tell everybody, we don't I don't live in all of the neighborhoods here, but I kind of can tell and I can see what area to go move into, or what area to move stay out of, or suggest. Okay, because that's all we can do, is just suggest, or I'd give you advice. We can't really tell you to what's the best area or what's not the safest or the safest. Okay, there's no way for us to really know that, but we live here, so we kind of know the areas. So that's my advice to you. It's actually work with a real estate professional that lives in the area, because if you're contacting Zillow, some of these Zillow agents, a lot of people don't know how it works. Zillow is a great tool to have, okay, but some of the people that you contact through Zillow, they don't live in the neighborhoods or in the areas that you're wanting to buy that home in, that you're looking at online. Okay. um, Excuse me. The way that it works, Zillow is a marketing, okay, tool. So agents pay for advertising on Zillow, okay, or they pay for phone calls uh, that come from Zillow. So that's how it works, okay? So a lot of these agents don't even live in the area, and they're just paying to be a Zillow Premier agent, and they get the call, okay? But it's really not an agent that lives in the area. Not all the time. I know I'm not going to say sometimes you might get an agent that does live in the area, but not all of them live in the area. They're just paying for advertising, and they're able to pay for your phone call to come in, okay? So yeah, make sure you pick an agent that knows the area, can guide you, can give you information about the area and the neighborhood, and that way you pick a good area to move into. Okay, because that's one thing that I can tell you. In Victorville, there's a lot of beautiful neighborhoods, and then you come in, you move in, and then you come to find out like I picked the wrong place. Okay, so that's one thing that is one of my biggest con, or the biggest bad thing here, is that you need to know what area that you're going to be moving into. Okay, so if you're looking for a local real estate agent here in the high desert of Victorville, Apple Valley, Hesperia, you can go ahead and contact me. My name's Angelica Bonilla with Excellence Real Estate in the HD and the Bonilla Group. Definitely here, shoot me an email or shoot me a text, and that way I can get in contact with you right away. Traffic, yes, traffic. You're gonna have traffic if you move to the high desert, Victorville, California. I mean, there's just no way around it. Okay. Going down the hill or coming up the hill, there's going to be traffic. Okay. Yes, you're going to have traffic. If you move to Victorville or you move to the high desert, you're going to have traffic. There's a lot of traffic. Sometimes I get this question, when is the am I going to find less traffic in the morning? So if I do move to Victorville, I know what time to leave, or see if it's going to work for me. And I'm going to tell you, I mean, you're going to be a hit or miss if you are trying to see how the traffic is going to be. Okay, because at any time the traffic can be bad. Okay, so there's not really a way for me to tell you that there's going to be no traffic from 9 o'clock to 11, or if you travel from this time, you're not going to hit traffic. I'm here to tell you that there's going to be traffic. Yeah, Victorville. I mean, a lot of people are moving in here, are moving up to the high desert. People are seeing that homes are more affordable here, and people are making the move. They're making the jump, and people have to commute to work. A lot of the people, and yeah, you're going to have a lot of traffic. So there's no way for me to tell you if there's going to be traffic or if there's not going to be traffic. And also, there's going to be traffic on Bear Valley Road. Okay, and I mean, it's a little bit of traffic, but a lot of people are like, "Oh, it's turning into LA, Bear Valley Road. It's just so much traffic." I mean, there is traffic, but come on, it's not like LA traffic, okay? So I just laugh sometimes when I hear people do like when they reference it, or they make it seem like Victorville's going to turn into LA because everybody's moving here. Well, everybody's looking for a more affordable way of living. Okay, so there's just no way around it. So you are going to have traffic on the 15 freeway, on the Cajon Pass, going down, going up the hill. There's no way around it. You're going to have traffic. Okay, and then you're going to have traffic on the major streets here, which is Main Street and Bear Valley Road. There's just no way around it, okay? So, yeah, you're going to be stuck in traffic if you want to move to Victorville or the high desert. You're going to be stuck in traffic because if you're going to be going down the hill for work, you're going to be in traffic. If you want to go down to the beach, you're going to be in traffic. Anywhere you want to go, you have to plan at least an hour or so to get there so that you can get there on time. Okay. That's the biggest advice that I can give you. So yeah, Victorville does have a lot of traffic. We are seeing a lot of people moving in from LA. Okay, so yeah, we're getting more traffic. So you are going to have a lot of traffic if you move to Victorville. So how's the job market? So the job market here in Victorville, California, because I see that a lot of people are talking about there's no jobs in Victorville. Okay, there's no jobs if you don't look for the jobs. Okay, or maybe there's no jobs in what you are currently working in or you want to do. So I mean, there's just one way around it. You either are going to get the training that you need, or you're going to get into a whole new field if you want to move up here, or you're going to look into the jobs that are available here. Okay, so I had one client. She had called me looking to buy a new home. The husband was kind of worried that he wasn't going to be able to find a job here. And then she was asking me, "Oh, do you think that he can find a job here?" And I'm like, "Well, what does he do?" Right? So it turns out that he was a mechanic. So I told him, so why I told her, why don't you tell him to call the company that he currently works with and see if he can get a transfer to Victorville, okay? Because we had one of those companies here. So he did make the call. I guess they weren't. It was like 2 3 weeks. She wasn't calling me back, and then I called her, and actually she called me and told me, guess what? My husband did call, and they actually told him that they do have a job opening for him. So it looks like we are going to be making the move to Victorville. Okay. So it's something that simple. Okay, guys. So we probably, okay, don't have a huge job market. Okay. We're not LA. Okay. But there is jobs here and there's a lot of opportunities. A lot of people are coming here to open their own business. Okay. In restaurants, in stores, in other type of businesses. Okay. So we have a huge way for you to make an income if you really look into it. Okay. And we might not have a lot of jobs, but we have a huge Amazon, okay, that just opened here and they're going to be providing 1,000 or more jobs. Okay. I mean, there's jobs in aviation, in trucking, logistics. I mean, delivery. I mean, fast food, retail, healthcare. Um, there's jobs in a lot of different areas. You're just gonna have to really look into it and find them. But I mean, if you ask me, okay, we don't have a huge job market, but there is jobs if you really look into it and you actually apply. Okay. And the way to do it here, you know what I'm noticing? That a lot of the companies don't put their post online. You actually have to call the company direct and see if they're hiring. Okay. So I mean that's just a little tip. But if you ask me, I just wanted to put this in the con or not the great news, okay? Because a lot of people they do tell me there's just not a lot of jobs there, okay? But there is jobs if you look for it. I actually did a little driving tour of the airport area here and actually the Amazon and all of the companies that are being built here in Victorville. Okay. So I'm going to be doing a video on that soon, just so that you can see all the companies that are moving into Victorville and putting Victorville on the map for aviation, because that's a big thing here. Boeing, GE Aviation, and a lot of other companies are moving into Victorville. So look into the job market and make sure you apply before you make your move. Okay. Weather. Let's talk about the weather. Okay. So yeah, the weather here, of course, we're in a higher elevation. Okay. So it's going to be hot and cold. Okay. So I'm here to tell you that yeah, you're going to have to get used to the Victorville weather. Okay, because you need to understand that in Victorville it's going to be sunny 300 days out of the year. Okay, so we have a lot of sunshine. Okay, throughout the whole year we have a lot of sunshine, but it just in the summertime it gets super hot, 115, 118. So it's just going to get really hot. So you really have to see, uh, find a way for you to get used to that, or find a way for you to relieve the heat. Maybe go to the mall or go shopping or go do something outside. I mean, inside, not outside, right? Okay, so yeah, we are going to have some extreme weather when it comes to the summertime. And then when it comes to the winter time, okay, I don't know, sometimes we get maybe 2 days where it snows, but for me, it's always like on Christmas time. So I really do enjoy when it does snow. I'll get a little cup of hot chocolate and enjoy the winter time and Christmas time here. But you need to keep in mind that it does really snow. Okay, so it does snow, it does get really cold, it does get under freezing. So if you have like plants or trees, you're gonna have to cover them. I mean, you're gonna have to really learn another way of living up here in the desert, okay? Yeah, because a lot of people are like, oh, can I have a homestead here? You can have a homestead, it's just gonna be a little different. You're gonna have to really learn how to take care of the trees and the fruit trees out here because you're going to have to buy something to put the trees in or cover the trees when it does drop to freezing or when it gets really hot. Okay, so yeah, you could do that, but you're gonna have to learn how to do it the right way. Okay, so you don't end up with all your dead trees and brown all over. Okay, so yeah, so yes, the weather can be extreme. It gets really hot and then gets really cold. So that's just something for you to keep in mind. And also the Cajon Pass. Okay, it does snow in the Cajon Pass, so sometimes they close the Cajon Pass to come up the hill or to go down the hill. It gets closed. Okay, so yeah, extreme weather here in the high desert. So just keep that in mind. So I hope you enjoyed this real pros and cons about living here in Victorville, California. Because I see a lot of stuff online where I'm like, that's not true. That's not true. This is true. That's true. That's not true. Okay, so that's why I wanted to do this pros and cons video about Victorville, California. So if you're thinking about relocating or buying a home or moving to Victorville, okay, I definitely want you to be better informed when it comes to making the decision to moving to the high desert. So I hope that you enjoyed all of the topics that we covered and all the information that I was able to give you. Okay, again, remember Angelica Bonilla. Actually, don't forget to subscribe and like the channel so I can continue bringing you these videos and this information. Okay, like always, Angelica Bonilla with Excellence Real Estate here in the HD and the Bonilla Group. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Bye bye.